Star 1978, star 8378, Nicole Cattaruzza. I made several attempts today to communicate with some of the stuff I see going on now. If theoretically I've seen on television, like their quantum mirrors has a, and I've mentioned it on my Facebook before, they have a really beautiful, handsome symmetry actor, I don't know his name, from a TV show that was more like a Brittany show, I would say, of like British. They have this new thing called BritBox, but he would be thrown in there for a minute because that's where they are not writing over certain people's lineage and heritage yet that I can see from the New York station, where they call them KILTs, CELTS, or SCOTs, SCOTS, which looks exactly the same from this one TV show called OUTLANDER, OUTLANDER. He was wearing a kilt, KILT, and he was a very handsome faced individual. But they use words, the humans that I've heard, that refer to this type of tribe member as the Highlands of Scotland. So if we go on that terminology without upsetting outside whatever on a round sphere that currently at the moment is expanding and contracting in warped time and space, I'd be special brand without any kind of marking because I've been held outside of the Highlands of Scotland and family crest, family heirloom, family brand, family like introduction. I don't know why. We'll just say they're the only ones at the moment for this one hypothetical theoretical square on a quantum string of possibilities because they do speak some version of English. And I'm in a New York City that is a tainted English, that I don't have tribe members from outside to verify which brand is mine when the humans speak their version of English. So I'm currently, now I was born as a woman with eggs and a breeding schedule to bring more cosmic delights and gifts to the world. I was born for the Highlands, high life, that's some of the other things that they call them, and that breeding schedule with somebody I was built for. I was happy with whoever came to introduce themselves as my dog nougat, I think is what he said, DOGNUGGET, because I was a cat for Cattaruzza, and he was Nicholas, I was Nicole. That's what was presented, that's what I expected out of humanity. Somehow, if you're speaking art work and art dealer and art already heirloomed, paid for, and expected for delivery, I don't understand how I got switched into a low-life, confusing quantum state of events that I never wanted to be in. I was already chosen, I was already spoken for, I was already supposed to be in Highland, Scotland things, and somehow I got thrown in a low-life, local issue. I do not understand how that took place, but I do know somewhere at art dealership of artwork that was spoken for and expected for delivery, there is something with an art thief and an art thievery progression or succession that is a major problem, or a general problem, I'm not quite sure, for how I've been treated, and progressively, like now, a tainted disease has gotten worse. And I can't seem to get away from humans. But I had a much bigger, a high land in the Highlands of Scotland with ley lines and star people and like ancient aliens and ancestry and family crests and important things to do. It's where I belonged. I was already picked out. I was already chosen. I was already happy to be. I never wanted to be left behind. And somehow I got stuck and thrown into this lowlife situation. And now it's a major problem. And I don't know. I'm a special brand that is unmarked at the moment. Because I already have some family crest unit, some STFM. Whatever that means. For me, it means Special Task Force Mark. So I can get to whom I was stolen from and left and abused as a piece of beautiful, priceless artwork, totally mishandled in this local New York City. Currently, it's the County of Queens, but it's been Long Island. Star 1978, Star 8378, Nicole Cattaruzza. It's Earth, Solar System, Milky Way, Universe, Galaxy is broken. Nicklaus, Mark King mention and Nicklaus. When I was like 16, I went to go meet something called a Chris Lyons. I think Chris Lyons, or I had a cousin Dave Lyons with Donnie Saladino, whatever. They said I'd go down to Huntington, which I did, but then Nicklaus was there. And Nicklaus, or Nicholas, said I was his artwork piece. He even confirmed, when I was 16, he confirmed it for me that he came back one night. He owned the bar in Huntington, he said. I didn't know what that meant. But I'm like, all right. Well, that's where they asked as a meeting place. I didn't know. I think that at the time of his arrival, that was a place that was known to be open. Because of time differential and whatever. So, and it was not a very, it was not a busy place. We were the only people in there. So that happened. So that's why this gets really confusing and fuzzy as to how any of the other stuff ever was allowed to transpire in my life frame. If this is my life frame, I don't quite understand how anybody would allow a piece of priceless artwork to be abused and vandalized and to be left exposed to the elements and harmed continuously without some form of intervention from STFM. Star 1978, Star 8378, Nicole Cattaruzza.